Come on, everybody. Here we go. Off to Weberland.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are Adventures in Weberland.
Wow.
We are on episode 20.
20, the big 2-0.
Yes, and I'm going to start by saying last week we ranked the lands in Epcot.
Okay.
And we said at the end of the show, end of the episode, that we were going to rank the countries in World Showcase.
Yeah.
That was going to be this episode.
Yep.
So if you're listening or you're watching, you have read the title. It is not that episode. We are going to do that next week. But we had to address some things that are out there right now.
Yes.
Holy D23.
It's a lot.
Wow. I mean, the announcements were...
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, let's tell people what D23 is, right?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, D23 is a convention, right?
Yeah.
And it's the Disney convention, and they make tons of announcements of what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah. So it's basically a fan club, a Disney fan club that you can join for a price, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. It's every 2 years, and they have this convention, and they've taken it upon themselves to make all of the park announcements at this convention. And I mean, it's just so some things that they've announced what was it, 2 weekends ago now, I guess, right? Or last weekend? No, it was last weekend.
Last weekend.
Help me.
Yep,
Yes, last weekend. Some of the announcements they made were things that, speculation or, really, really big rumors or things that we already knew were happening, and now they have a date. And then there are some things that my head hurts thinking about because I'm blown away at some of the things, right?
It's great, though. I like hearing all these announcements. I get excited. Some are a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
that's
okay,
why we're here.
so that's we just want to kind of break it down, all the announcements, or at least majority of the announcements, the big ones especially that went down at D23, and kind of just discuss them and kind of give our opinion. We're gonna try. Well, no, we will stick to Disney World since that's what we know best.
Yeah.
But we will go through. Before we do that, we will go through the other announcements at the other parks. We're just kind of, we're not even going to talk about them. We're just going to kind of go through what the announcements were. So I'll start with Disneyland in California. We have a little cheat sheet, printed out everything.
Good job.
Just because there's just way too much to remember. But we'll start with Disneyland, and we're going to start with probably the one thing that everyone is super excited about is the Walt Disney animatronic.
Yeah. Why haven't they done this before?
Walt Disney, A Magical Life.
Wow. Well, why haven't they done this before? I feel like this should have been done like 20 years ago.
This is something that if you get wrong, you're screwed. Yeah. Excuse my language, but that's what it is.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yes, and maybe that's why.
Maybe, yeah.
But that is going to be
the technology is there maybe now? So.
Well, I think it's been there for a while. So I think what they're doing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, they have a Mr. Lincoln show. They have an Abe Lincoln show that they have there. So it's going to be similar to that.
Okay.
Is what it's going to be.
Okay, cool.
So,
good.
Don't need to go into detail. No. I think everyone's super excited. I would take a trip out to California just to see that because that is just so cool.
Yeah.
So that's happening in Disneyland in California. They also have an opening date for Tiana's Bayou Adventure over there. It's not open in California yet.
Not yet.
So November 15th. So not far away.
No.
Yeah, not far away. They are also going to be updating the Smuggler's Run, Millennium Falcon, which is actually what they're going to be doing at Hollywood Studios on ours too. They're adding The Mandalorian and Grogu is what they're going to be doing.
Well, that's good because then there's like more to see.
Yeah, a different story. They're going to be adding a story is basically what they're doing. So
do you still get the original story and then, or you'll get this new one, or is it combined?
I think it's just different. Don't you get different scenarios every time?
Yeah,
or is it the same
like
one?
Star Tours, you do.
Yeah. So this is Smuggler's Run. So they're going to be doing the same update
cool.
there and here. So that's pretty cool. Over at DCA, Disney's California Adventure, still in California, obviously. They are okay. So they already announced a third attraction for Adventures Campus.
Okay.
So they have basically a timeline for that. But surprise, they're going to have a fourth attraction as well.
Okay.
And that's going to be Stark Flight Lab. Tony Stark.
Wow.
So,
Have you watched all these announcements, by the way, real quick? It was like celebrity after celebrity after celebrity coming out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So John Stamos, Megan Trainor, Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal is there, yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah. Actually, I mean, I'm sure. Did Disney stream it themselves?
I'm not
They
sure.
might have.
I watched a live streamer.
Yeah, I think we watched
Ron
on the Go. We
He
had
was
Ron
there.
on the Go on. Yeah, there were so many people there and a lot of different live streams.
Yeah.
You can even go on YouTube and just search for it if you really wanted to look. Something I'm super excited about, even though we've never been to California, is the new Coco ride that they're going to open.
Oh, Coco.
Yeah, it's going to be a boat ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like boat rides.
Yeah. They are also going to open an Avatar land.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's going to be different than ours.
It is? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it'll be different than the one in Animal Kingdom.
Okay, good.
But it will be based on Avatar. So
I
think
like
that's
when
really
it's a
cool.
little different at each
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still the same concept, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. They said, let me see. There's one attraction is confirmed, and it appears to be a boat ride.
Okay.
So, you know, we Animal Kingdom has
we have the
Navi River Journey, so
the
that's
journey,
and
yeah.
it's cool. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun. Going international, we will go to
okay.
Disneyland Paris.
Wow.
They are going to debut a new fireworks show in January, and it's actually it's kind of like how Happily Ever After does. It's the projections on the castle, but it's also going to be the projections on the buildings down Main Street.
Wow,
So that's
okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then their other park, which is Disney Adventure World,
Oh.
they're going to
I
get
didn't even know that's what it was called.
yeah, I think
I'm
they
learning.
renamed it. They renamed it because
Okay.
it was something different. They're going to get a Lion King ride. I'm pretty jealous.
Why don't we have one?
I don't know.
We should have one.
I don't know. I'm pretty jealous of a Lion King
Yeah.
ride. It's going to be like a flume ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope Nathan Lane and who's the other guy? I'm gonna forget his name, but I hope they do Timon and Pumbaa's voices if they're in it.
Oh.
I hope the voice. I like when the original voices come back if they're in the ride.
So we don't know what
Yeah.
the concept is of the Lion King ride
Yeah.
yet. We just know it's going to be a Lion King ride. That's hard because I think, well, I guess, I don't know. We've never been to any of the international parks, but from what we've seen, they do it in both languages, English and in the language of. So I don't know if they would they would bring the original characters
I
back.
saw like the concept art, and it had like the holding up of the.
Simba?
Of Simba,
Yeah.
and it had like it would look like almost like a mountain, like a splash mountain, kind of like Tiana's thing, and it has a drop like that.
So it's a flume ride, so
yeah.
it might be something
Yeah.
similar to Tiana's.
Yeah.
Or something like that. That would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And World of Frozen is also gonna open over there as well.
Well, that is incredible. If you've seen the pictures of that,
Yes, that's in Hong Kong
that yeah,
or Shanghai.
I feel like sometimes all the other countries get the better attractions.
Yeah, but we're the biggest.
That's true.
We're
It should come here.
Orlando's has the big. We're the biggest land, if you will.
Yeah.
So Shanghai and Hong Kong are both getting Spider-Man rides.
Okay.
So Shanghai's going to get a roller coaster.
Wow.
And Hong Kong it just says a new attraction. There is concept art. It says it's the same ride system as DCA, as
Okay.
Disney California Adventure, but with a different storyline.
Everyone's getting something, so
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, and Tokyo's it's Reach for the Stars. It's called. It's a new nighttime spectacular.
Oh, okay.
If you're into cruising, which I'm still trying to convince you.
No.
I am still trying to convince you to go. I've never been into or even wanted to go on a boat, but every time I see more vlogs and I listen to a podcast and they're always going on cruises and they're always talking about it and I'm just like, I'm a little interested. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, maybe one day I'll get you on. If not, I'll go
If
by
you want
myself.
me to vomit the whole time and be miserable, I'll be there.
I'll go by myself then. Anyway, Disney Cruise Line, they are expecting to have 4 new ships, which would be a total of 13
Wow.
fleets. 13
Okay.
by now. I didn't write the date down or the year, but Yeah, I did. I didn't do that, but
Guess they're doing
this
better.
is all by 2030 something.
Oh, okay, a long time.
So
it's like,
by then is when
Okay.
there will be 13 vessels.
I see.
2033, maybe 32. I don't know. It's something along those lines. There will be a Disney Hercules Broadway style play going on. That's going to be on the Destiny.
We've seen the Frozen one online.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know which boat that one's on. But the Destiny is going to get a Hercules show, and the Treasure is going to get a Moana show.
Whoa.
So,
But
Disney
here we
Cruise
are.
Line.
Here we are.
So that's everything else but Disney World.
Wow. That's still a lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot. And like I said, Coco, that Coco ride, and the Lion King ride, that's pretty cool. But we are here to discuss Disney World. And my mind is blown. I put Magic Kingdom first. I want to do Magic Kingdom last.
WDW.
I'm skipping. Skipping my paperwork over here.
All right.
Let's start with Epcot.
Oh, so I.
Because Epcot's already done.
Okay.
I mean, there's not much new stuff to Epcot.
I'm just
Although
gonna spread it all out.
I am pretty excited about one announcement. There's two announcements for Epcot. One's Test Track,
Yeah.
which is going to reopen in 2025.
Well, that I'm really excited about because I like Test Track. I like the original one. I think they're just gonna make it better. So, and they're not gonna change the outside from what I'm hearing. It's mostly inside
Yeah.
and the vehicles.
Well,
themselves.
what they said, it says it's a nod to the original design. So I'm all for this change. I think every type of Test Track that they have was always great.
Yeah.
I was always weird about designing my own car. I could have done without that, but I understand the concept of that. I understand why they did that. So yeah, we're getting Test Track in 2025 again, and but something cool. Spaceship Earth inspired lounge.
I like that.
How cool is that?
And
I'm
so,
all in.
if they change Spaceship Earth, does the lounge change as well, or are they going to keep it? Maybe there's a little hint of how they're going to change it
Interesting.
in the lounge,
That's interesting.
or I think they're just going to update Spaceship Earth, like because it's very hard, like that. That's the most amazing ride to me.
Yeah.
Just because of how it's built inside that globe.
I know.
And like I don't feel like I'm in the globe when I'm on the ride. It's so crazy. Like, how do you even think of something like that? I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a good point.
So, maybe they'll it will tie all together nicely. But Epcot had a lot of changes. That's why there's only a few here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's other things coming. I heard some rumor about Figment, maybe, getting an update. But
Well, that's the thing. Are they going to update Figment first, or are they going to update Spaceship Earth first, right? Because Spaceship Earth was supposed to happen, and it didn't.
I heard
because of
Figment, like...
the lockdown.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I felt like there was something with Figment in the ride vehicles and, like, being, like, Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, so trackless.
Yeah,
Like the magnetic...
Yeah, it could have been just someone saying that, but, how I see things online, I don't know. Who
But
knows?
here's the thing, right? so this is how rumors start, and how many of... Well, there's a lot of rumors, right? But how many of these rumors actually came true with these announcements? So think about it, right?
Yeah, as long as they don't change if the, Figment is still there, I don't care in what way.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get, and not anytime soon, at least.
Yeah.
He's the mascot of Festival of the Arts. He's
People like
he's
him.
come back. Yeah, he's come back because we remember him,
Yeah.
as if you will, him
Yeah.
as a child. So now that we're adults,
Yeah.
he's gaining traction again.
true.
He's popular again. So I don't think they'll get rid of him anytime soon. I agree. I'm okay with a update to the ride as long as they don't get rid of Figment.
I'm waiting for a resurgence of Sunny Eclipse.
Him, I'm scared. I'm scared they're gonna get rid of him.
I don't know. Yeah, well, the guy who does his voice passed away
Yeah.
a couple years ago, but like they refurbished him though. Looks good.
Yeah.
Now. He was playing really good last time I saw him. So.
Also, like that's something so
Small.
yeah,
Yeah.
that it's like what would they really put there? They get rid of him. Well, they get rid of him. They hide him during the Halloween party, is it?
Yeah.
Because they have like a dance thing and a DJ and all that. But I mean, really, why would they get rid of him?
I feel like aliens never go out of style. So like like it's always like it can't be like like oh that looks old. Like if they keep updating them, Aliens are always like there.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm going to sound really stupid right now. I literally almost said to you, he's an alien? Because I really had to think about it.
He is, right? Yeah.
Yes, he is an alien, but I don't know. Oh, that's where we're at, I guess.
They have to serve alien food there, too. So
They should change up the food a little bit.
be
there,
like, more
at Cosmic
themed.
Rays.
It'd be really cool.
But Cosmic Rays is not on this list.
No. Okay, but I'm just saying. So, yeah, the Epcot, I think those two are great changes. Don't change anymore. Let's leave it alone for now.
Yes. Let's go to Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Because Animal Kingdom were just rumors that became true, right? Because we had kind of already knew what was happening.
Yeah.
In Animal Kingdom. So the new land that's going to replace Dino Land is called Tropical Americas, and we're going to get 2 new rides and a whole re-theme of the area.
I don't like the name. It's weird. Tropical Americas.
Well, because that's what it is, right? You can't name it Encanto. You can't, name it Indiana Jones. Well, but so think about how the lands are in Animal Kingdom. Think about it, right? Africa, Asia, right? It's very immersive. It's not just like, here are some elephants.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? So we're going to walk into this land, and that's literally it's going to be very tropical. That's what it's going to look like, with hints of Indiana Jones, with hints of Encanto, with hints of other things. Because if you look at the concept art, there looks like a carousel in there. Yeah. There was no mention of a carousel, but there looks like there's a carousel in there. Yeah. So
there's hidden things they don't mention.
Right.
A lot of the art.
So that's what it's going to be. You're going to walk into this land, and you're just going to get hints of different things in there. Because again, that's even Pandora, when you walk into Pandora.
Yeah,
right?
and I love Dinosaur, but I'm so excited for Indiana Jones. Probably at the top of my list of all this stuff.
Yes.
One of the top ones, because, I've been wanting that ride forever because California has a similar one. I just hope that they, really go for it,
So the story apparently is going to be different.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I heard something about the story, but I forget what it exactly was.
According to my notes, you're gonna, let me see, replacing Dinosaur, Indy exploring a Maya temple in search for a mythical creature.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So same track, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to change much of the physical ride. Obviously they'll update the car, the inside, obviously, but it's what you get when you sit in Dinosaur is what you're going to get,
I hope it's just
with Indiana Jones.
Brighter.
Oh, you think it's too dark?
It is too dark. I can't see anything when I'm in there.
I think it's because you're outside and it's so bright.
It's
Sometimes
hard.
that happens to me on Haunted Mansion. Like, it's so bright outside, and then you get inside, and I'm like, did they dim the lights even more than, and then Encanto.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Encanto.
I'm excited for that.
They're going to have, so the ride-through attraction takes you through the rooms of the magical casita and into Antonio's rainforest.
Wow. Okay.
That, I am beyond excited for this. Because Encanto is one of my favorite movies right now, Disney movies. Yeah. I love it. And Coco too.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, so I can't relate really to the, I'm not Mexican, I'm not Colombian, but that Latin culture being showcased, I'm so excited. So excited.
Yeah, those two things, Encanto and Indiana Jones, are going to bring people to that other side of Animal Kingdom.
Sure.
It makes me want to stay longer. Definitely.
Wow, not a half-day park?
No.
You just got me really excited because I love this park, and you know that.
I love Dinoland too, though, but there's just something missing,
Yeah, so, yes, I agree. And Dinoland has a special place in my heart because Donald is very much the mascot of.
Yeah.
But think about it.
He could be tropical now.
You could. Other than Dinosaur, you don't venture over there anymore, right? No one cares about carnival games. No.
The quick service is good there. I like that one.
It was okay. It's hot dogs, burgers, and chicken.
It's good.
Update it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
If they put a quick service in there with Latin food or something like that, I think it would do really well.
I didn't know it was 11 acres. That's crazy. Yeah. That's a lot.
That's crazy. Oh, wait, they did say it. Wait, there's a quick service.
Okay.
One of the largest quick service restaurants.
Okay.
There it is.
So it can be it's going to be completed in 2027.
2027.
Okay.
Construction begins this fall and should be because Disney will never say it will be. Should be completed in 2027.
Is it going to be
Listen.
everything going to be closed when we go?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, that portion will, but again, when was the last time we went over there?
Yeah, it's true. Only for Dinosaur.
Right.
Really.
So, and then we are aware of Zootopia. Zootopia is going to be the newest show inside of the Tree of Life, so no more Bug's Life.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Winter of
I like the Bug's Life.
2025, which means...
I didn't even know that was something.
Well, we better do Bug's Life in November because we're not going to see it again. That's it.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but what?
I like it.
I know. Well...
I'm disappointed.
That's
Zootopia I never saw.
Yeah, we've never seen Zootopia. Maybe we'll like it. We should watch the movie.
No, not as good as Bug's Life.
Well, see, that's the thing because again, that's our generation, right? That we grew up watching that movie, so that's our thing. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Moving on. Hollywood.
Sorry, Dave Foley.
Yeah.
Voice of Flick.
Hollywood Studios.
Oh.
So we already know, like we mentioned before, Smuggler's Run, right? The Mandalorian and Grogu are gonna make an appearance on that ride. But
this is controversial.
Go for it.
You can say it.
Go ahead.
I'm confused.
I know you're confused because the concept art for Monsters, Monsters Inc. Land, I guess is what the name of it is right now. Monsters Inc. Land it's a hot take right now because there's two pictures of the concept art. One of them seems to, I don't know.
Muppets.
It looks like it takes over.
Don't touch the
Muppets.
Muppets.
It does. One of the pictures does look like that. It does. And I know you feel a certain way about that.
Well, see, this is the problem. I think the Muppets have lost their touch a little bit because since they changed the voice of Kermit. He doesn't really sound like Kermit recently, and there's really not. All the shows have kind of failed online, except for Muppet Babies, I think, because that one seems popular.
Yeah.
But they used to have Muppet movies all the time, and now I don't see it as much. So maybe I think they will preserve it because it's Jim Henson's last directorial movie and last thing he was involved in before he passed, and he sold it to Disney in trusting. So if we're gonna put Monsters Inc. there, move Muppets to the what's it called? Star Wars.
So like where Animator's Courtyard.
Yeah.
That area.
Move it over there.
Launch Bay.
Move it into Launch Bay, build a little theater there. But I think the Launch Bay is going. That's what I think is really happening.
And you know what? Fine. I mean, you can't really meet those characters anywhere else.
You can move that.
Chewbacca walks around Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
BB-8 is inside of Rise of the Resistance. The only one you're really getting rid of is Darth Vader, which is pretty popular.
There's got to be a place near Star Tours that they can put those characters.
I agree.
That works with Star Tours.
Well, they don't do the Jedi training anymore, do they? No. I don't know. No.
There's got to be something.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Star Tours that goes. They can't apparently I heard they can't get rid of the dance party area because there's a cafeteria there that's where all the employees eat. Behind it.
Oh, because I know that also to be connected to the Brown Derby.
Yeah.
And they're not going to get rid of the Brown Derby.
Yeah, so it's probably all connected, but so I don't know.
Interesting. Because I just assumed that that's where they were going to, right off the bat, like right
It's
away.
still
Before even there was, before I even like really took a nosedive into the concept art, I was like, oh, it's going to go there.
Yeah.
But they're also revamping. They're doing a remake, if you will, of the Little Mermaid show. Like, why would they bring that back and then be like, oh, we're only gonna have that for like a couple months because Monsters Inc. Land is going here.
And I think it'd be weird if you're at the Chinese theater and you look to the right and there's this big factory there. So that's why I really do think Muppets might be in trouble. Now the whole Muppets area could be Monsters Inc. I feel like it fits there better too. So you go through Toy Story Land, you go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, then you come out to Monsters Inc. To me, that makes more sense. And there's not really a lot over there. But there, I don't know. If you're going to put it where Muppets is, put Muppets somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't think anything's ever been relocated though, really much, except for like Club Cool.
Dumbo has.
Okay.
Dumbo has a Magic Kingdom.
It's a roller coaster too. It's
Well,
an actual ride.
so that's the thing. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is if they're looking to keep all of the Pixar stuff together, right? Because you have the Incredibles thing going on and Toy Story Land.
Yeah.
So where, Animators, Courtyard is, to put Monsters Inc. Land there, everything's all connected
that makes the
way.
most sense.
But I have never really looked at an aerial view of Hollywood Studios to see how much land is here, how much land is there, how much room do they have here. They also, what are they going to do with what's the hotel? The Star Wars hotel. You know what I mean? So Galactic Cruise. What is it called? Is that what it's called?
Galactic. I'm not
sure.
Cruiser.
It's hard to tell where this is going to go. Hopefully, they come out soon and they tell us.
Yeah. I'm all for it because it's awesome.
Yes, totally agree.
But I don't want it to take away the Muppets even if the Star Wars launch bay it goes there. I hope they would put the meet and greet somewhere else.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to work around. You see Little Mermaid and then Monsters Inc. It doesn't make sense. And then the dance party is very popular, so that's the only thing for kids to do there.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't make sense that it'll go there. Yeah, I agree.
Pixar, that little alleyway, to me, if there's a way to expand that area, that's the best place to put it because you're turning the corner and you're seeing Toy Story Land, so it's like kind of right next to it where the Pixar stuff is.
I just don't think there's enough room.
Yeah. Because
there is a little bit more to expand, but not that much, unless the concept art makes Monsters Inc. Land look a lot bigger than it's going to be. We all thought Toy Story Land was going to be bigger.
No, but if you're building a roller coaster, you need room.
What's inside? No.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Yeah. I'm really curious. I want to find out more information and try to figure out where it's going.
Yeah, I think that. I'd say that's the biggest mystery, but we didn't get to Magic Kingdom yet.
Well, there's one there too.
So, but the roller coaster is a very cool idea. The door vaults, it's just genius.
Yep.
Very, very good idea.
I was waiting for a Monsters Inc. ride forever.
I was waiting for something Monsters Inc. because they have Sully and Mike Wazowski and we did the meet and greets and that's about it. There was nothing else, and it's so popular.
Yeah,
between the movies, then there's the show on Disney Plus. It's super popular. This I am very excited about, and hopefully it's not a disappointment. But we'll see.
Save Kermit.
Hashtag Save Kermit.
Gotta make a T-shirt. Okay, let's go to the Kingdom. Magic Kingdom.
Oh boy, this is a lot.
No,
let's start small. Can we start small?
Yeah, do it.
And then talk about the biggest things happening. There's going to be, which we already knew, a new Pirates themed tavern.
Very cool. I mean, they need that.
Yes. It says 2025. So next year. It'll open next year.
Probably right across from
yeah.
it, right?
Pirates is I think that's where they're putting it, where Tortuga Tavern is. Tortuga Tavern's out. Even right now, I don't know if they changed it back yet, but what was it, 2 weeks ago or whatever, or even 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was like right after we left.
Yeah, maybe a month ago, because we've been back already for a while. They were doing some type of construction and the exit of the ride, which then becomes the shop, if you will. And they moved all of that stuff into Tortuga Tavern. Yep. But yeah, I think that's where it's going.
Yeah. It's going to be good. I'm all for it.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm going to spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Because Pirates is my favorite ride. Period, hands down in all of Disney World. Pirates is my favorite. So I'm very excited for that. Then we are also we're getting a nighttime parade again. I'm so excited. I was a big fan of the electrical parade.
I like the name of it too, Starlight.
Yeah, Disney Starlight.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So next summer.
Okay.
2025. Yes, this is. I'm trying to see. Continue the nighttime spectacular legacy. Yeah, we don't really
started by the Main Street electrical parade.
I loved that parade. I'm very excited for this. This is going to be very, very cool.
Yeah.
The biggest news. Let's start with cars.
Yeah.
Let's start with cars, Ryan.
I'm so confused.
So it's not Cars Land.
No.
It is not Cars Land. It is an expansion of Frontierland. Mm-hmm. That's going to be Cars themed. It's also not Radiator Springs.
No. Sort of looks like that, but I'm all for it. I just don't like where they're. No one seems to like where they're gonna probably put it, and I mean, I'm all for getting rid of Tom Sawyer Island, but you can't. I don't. As
so
much
the rivers
as,
of America, let's
much as I hate
say where it's gonna go.
The boat. As much as I hate it when the kids are sleeping and all of a sudden you hear, it creates a feeling there that you should not be replaced by loud cars almost like the Speedway, and that's what's going to happen. It's going to be even worse and loud. And it's very easy because we saw how that they drained that. We were there when they drained it,
yes.
The river, and it's because it's only 3 feet, and so it's very easy to fill it with dirt and make it land again.
Yeah.
But I guess there's nowhere else to put it, but maybe they'll keep it the riverboat somehow, somewhere, put it somewhere else. I don't know. But
there's nowhere to put it. They're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of it. They're gonna drain it, they're gonna fill it, and we're getting cars.
I wonder if it just sits there.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. I'm all for it. Get rid of the river. Get rid of the boat. Get rid of Tom Sawyer Island. I understand the feel of it because that's what it's been, right? That's what people know the area of Frontierland as. I totally understand that. But I don't care. Mm-hmm. I'm also not all for cars. I could do without it.
I just think it's
I don't
loud.
know what I like.
I think it's just obnoxious. I don't want to I like hearing the song, the music, and Haunted Mansion. Then you're gonna be sitting in line for Haunted Mansion. You're gonna look over, and it's gonna be with the cars.
But I don't. So that's the thing. I don't think so. They're very good, and we discussed this already. They're very good with their transitioning, right? They are. Mm-hmm. Now I understand that you can wait online for Haunted Mansion right now and see Big Thunder. Yeah, totally get that. I think they're going to come up with something different because if you looked at that concept art, there seems to be some type of walkway. Mm-hmm. So with that walkway, will they put something up? Will they put trees up? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. And now that walkway makes me think that's going to stretch to somewhere else, but we'll get there in a second.
If you do take the riverboat, you do see that there's a lot of land back there. Yeah. And with Tom Sawyer Island, they might be able to push it in the back. Now, if they do that, I'm all for it.
Push what to the back?
The cars, whatever the expansion, whatever the 2 rides that they're putting in there. If it's not, I'm thinking for some reason it's going to be right in my face when I come around the presidents of America, or what is it called?
Yeah, the Hall of Presidents.
Hall of Presidents,
and it's right there because that's where the riverboat is. Yeah, that's where the boat is.
So if they push it back, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah,
but I just, when I walk by that Speedway, you can smell the gas and it sounds loud and it kind of ruins the Tomorrowland feel to me. So, they could have replaced the Speedway with that. And that would have been a good idea to me, but I don't know.
I don't think that's enough room for what they're thinking of doing. I think you're also thinking you're thinking cars, so that's where your head automatically goes. Yeah. These are rides. Yeah. Right, so you're not going to smell gas. They're not powered by any type of gas. That's not going to happen.
It's some dirt, off-roading kind of thing.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to drive it, right? Mm-hmm. It's an actual ride. Okay. Is my assumption. I don't think they're going to do that. And the second ride they said is family friendly. So I'm thinking more of a kids ride. Something a little slower, a little more mellow.
Yeah. If they push it, like I said. If it's not my face when I walk around there, I feel like it would be much better because, what they're going to put behind Thunder Mountain, for what we're going to talk about next, it works with Haunted Mansion, and that is where I'm going to be going probably. So, anyway.
So let's discuss. Villains Land.
And the logo was cool that they announced. And Villains Land at Magic Kingdom, right? Is that what it is?
Holy moly, you guys.
Everybody wanted another park just to be villains, though. I think some people are upset that it's only a land.
That's extreme.
Yeah. I like the park idea, because then you can get into Magic Kingdom. It's more value to your ticket.
Disney World right now does not need to open another park. No. Disney World right now needs to open another resort. They need to open another hotel.
Yeah.
They need to have more rooms.
Yes.
That's what they need to do.
They have like 20 something, but they still need more.
It's so here's the thing, right? Everyone's like, oh, they have to compete with Epic Universe opening at Universal. No, I don't think they do.
They all get everybody's doing fine. I don't think there's really a big competition. Maybe a little bit, but like it keeps everybody on their toes. If it was just Disney down there, I feel like they would be really lazy. So I do think there is some kind of push and pull kind of thing.
I don't know.
I don't think it's like what everyone says it is.
It just, you know what it is? Epic Universe is it's going to be epic. It really is. It's going to be this huge new park, a new hotel, things we've never seen before, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't think Disney needs to do that. I don't, Villains Land is something that people have been asking for.
Yeah.
Years and years, and it was even something that was so rumored that Disney acknowledged it once before, like years and years ago. It just never happened, because it didn't need to. It didn't need to.
I think it's more of like social media and people like wanting it.
Yeah.
That they're doing it more than Epic Universe competition, because Universal this is only their third park. So if they had a fourth park, like Disney has 4 parks, so I think then Disney would be like, oh man, we got to build a 5th one so that we have more.
This is Universal's 4th park technically, because Volcano Bay counts as one.
I guess so. Well,
even though it's a water park.
Well, then Disney has 6.
Right, exactly. Yeah, if you have Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, that's fair. That's fair.
So I think that they have more parks that they're okay with.
Yeah. I think this is huge. I think this is huge. They have to do it right. I mean, I say that about everything, right?
It looks cool.
It looks awesome. I mean, if you look at it, you see Maleficent in the left corner and what looks like a roller coaster, maybe, right? Yep. So they are...
Looks very dark. It might be scary for kids. I feel like it's definitely for adults.
Well...
We could probably bring the kids through because Jagger likes.
But that's kind of just stuff. The concept art. I mean, you don't. Disney's not scary. No. They don't do things like that.
It does look a little.
It does look dark. Yeah.
A little scarier than I thought. That's what I thought.
So it's going to include 2 major attractions: dining and shopping. I mean, dining. That's awesome. Like, their
villains are so great. Everyone loves them. So it's going to be cool, and they have a lot to work with.
Who's your favorite villain? Put you on the spot.
Oh, I don't know. I like them all.
Oh, okay. That's whack, but all right.
I don't know. I don't know. I do like Hades.
Yeah, that's one of mine, yeah. Captain Hook and Hades are my favorite.
Captain Hook is really good. Yeah. I don't know. I just like them all. I feel like there's a big story with the villains too, that they can do even more movies and stuff. Yeah.
Well, and something we've discussed before, they had before the shutdown, they did that. What was it? Villains After Dark? Is that what it was? Yeah. Because it wasn't during Halloween. Because we had tickets to that. They gave us our money back, but we had tickets to that because we were going to go in May of 2020.
Yeah.
And they weren't open, so they gave us our money back for that. But that was something they were doing because of such the high demand. Yeah. Everyone loves the villains. They were doing that off season, if you will, because it wasn't Halloween, right? Yeah. So there's definitely a demand there. This is going to be huge. And the fact that it's opening after Dark Universe, which is within Epic Universe at Universal, might give... Now, Disney probably has all of this already planned out, but they're also not stupid, right? They're going to look into that.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm hoping for some more villain character meet and greets.
Yes, that would be amazing.
I think that's Halloween. It's going to thrive in that land, and you're going to be able to meet and greet people. You're going to have a awesome, probably dining experience with villains. There's so much you can do.
Yep. Yeah.
It could be a park. It really could, but I think it's smart. It is smart to have make it a land.
Yeah.
Because then it makes Magic Kingdom even. I mean, to add a land to Magic Kingdom is a huge thing.
Yeah,
Huge,
absolutely.
'cause they haven't done it in how long?
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of, what they did was they rearranged Fantasyland because it's, they have the old one, then the new one, if you will. So yeah, they kind of did that, but I agree with you. They haven't done
expanding.
Yes,
exactly. That means that there's going to be the sky's the limit kind of thing, and they do follow what Walt intention was, but I think he would like all these new ideas and that. I don't know about the riverboat part, but it's a different time now, and they have it's a business, and that's what you have to adapt to what people want.
Yeah,
and and also try to be true to.
I just want to know what these rides are going to be, what these attractions are going to be. Like, do you include all of the villains within? Like, are they like? Is this like a? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, are you throwing and mixing all of them into one attraction, or again, we saw Maleficent. Is it going to be like? One ride's going to be based on her. I don't know. I saw that. It's just like my mind hurts thinking about it. I'm very, very, very excited. There's no date attached to this at all. No. I'm thinking probably 5-6 years, maybe even more than that. I don't know.
I saw the dragon.
This will be the last thing done, obviously.
I saw the fire-breathing dragon. So that looks really cool. I don't know. Usually the concept art is pretty close to what they end up doing.
That's true.
Sometimes it changes, but I'm excited for all this stuff. Yes. There's a couple of things I'm not excited about. Really more of the location of the two things. Yeah. I'm a little worried about. But I'm excited for what they're putting out there. Yeah. So
well, and something that Josh D'Amaro mentioned is that everything is a go. Yeah. There's no like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and then a year they're gonna be like, actually we're scratching that. Yeah. I mean, there are permits filed. They are gonna, they broke ground already in certain areas. Yeah. We have to look all into of this stuff is going to happen. So
that will help us figure out where they are too if we look into that more. But it's hard to figure out sometimes. Yeah. They didn't. You have to look. I think it's Mickey Views, Brandon. He does a good job, and what's going to happen. He kind of predicted all this stuff too, and I'm just kind of glad that Pecos Bills is still standing right now.
Somehow. Pecos Bills is untouched right now.
And the Country Bears survived, but they had a reboot, but they're still there.
Well,
that's all that matters.
Country Bears.
I thought it was good.
There are different reasons for the reboot, but if you've noticed, everything that we mentioned is all IP, and that's what Disney is now. Yeah. Everything from here on out, other than Test Track, as far as we know, other than Test Track, everything's IP, and that's just what it's going to be. Yeah,
that's a business move.
But you know what? That's Disney. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. So as long as the creative people keep being creative.
Yeah. Right? So listen, as we get more news, to all of these things or new news on other things, we'll talk about it here. We like to go over things that, were announced in between episodes before we actually start our episode. So once we get more information, once everybody gets more information, we'll have a discussion.
And if they're watching on YouTube, comment below and let us know what you're most excited about.
Yes.
And or hit us up on Instagram and Facebook, and we're always answering comments, and we look at everything. We do. We always try to write back too. So we usually 99%.
Yeah. So next week, episode, we are going to rank the countries in Epcot. So look out for our question on our Instagram and our Facebook because now we want you guys involved in that one.
Yeah, we like when everyone's involved. It brings it to another level. Yes. But this is a lot of stuff and interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Very much.
Thank you for making this list. It really helped.
Oh, yeah. Well, we needed it. I couldn't remember all of this. Are you crazy? All right.
And we will hang out with you on the next Adventures in Weberland.